Mr. Trump used the words sovereign or sovereignty 21 times in his speech, but he employed the concepts selectively, our White House correspondent writes. Check out the highlights from the gathering so far and our live updates today. Residents are preparing for a potentially catastrophic blow from what could be one of the strongest hurricanes to hit the island in close to a century. Here's a map of Maria's projected path. The storm did mind-boggling damage to the island of Dominica on Tuesday. A last-ditch push to repeal the Affordable Care Act is underway in the Senate. Republicans are pressing for a vote next week. The latest bill would undo much of the health law and send money to the states, with vast discretion over how to spend it. "11 governors, including 5 Republicans and an independent, urged the Senate to reject the bill. With reefs dying, some scientists want to breed hardy corals in labs and put them in the sea to multiply. We look at President Trump's bellicose address to the UN General Assembly and the man who crafted its message. Listen on a computer, an iOS device or an Android device. Foxconn, the Taiwanese manufacturing giant, has pledged to create 13,000 jobs in Wisconsin. But it raised even bigger hopes in Brazil 6 years ago, and the results aren't encouraging. After being hit by globalization and automation, U.S. workers may be in for a break, our columnist writes. U.S. stocks were up on Tuesday. Here's a snapshot of global markets. Tips, both new and old, for a more fulfilling life. If you plan to visit Ireland, we have tips for a lavish but affordable trip. Want a tidier kitchen? Here's how professional organizers do it. Recipes of the day. Dive into our collection of dishes for Rosh Hashanah, which begins at sunset. In today's 360 video, step up to a bar or lounge by a pool in some of Los Angeles's coolest hotels. Writers from the right and left react to President Trump's speech at the UN. A new study links playing tackle football before age 12 to brain problems later in life. The findings are likely to add to the questions about when, or if, children should play the sport. Yadam Ottolenghi, the Israeli-British chef and self-described baking nerd, describes the pleasures of getting a cake just right. And he shared his recipe for the world's best chocolate cake. Jimmy Kimmel spent a full 7 minutes excoriating Senator Bill Cassidy of Louisiana for going back on his word. The things that make us different, those are our superpowers. Lena Waithe, the first African-American woman to win an Emmy for outstanding writing in a comedy series, for Master of None. Today, we give you a slice of culinary history. The Times described pizza 73 years ago as a pie made from a yeast dough and filled with any number of different centers. With the dexterity of a drum major wielding a baton, the baker picks one up and twirls it around, first in one hand and then in the other, the report said, describing Ligino's Pizzeria alla Napolitana in Times Square. In the early 1800s, Naples had an enormous low-income population, and pizza was a way for people to dine quickly and cheaply. Antica Pizzeria Portalba, which opened in Naples in 1830, is widely thought to be the world's first pizzeria. When Neapolitans began migrating in large numbers to the U.S., they brought with them a tradition of wood oven bakeries. The first U.S. Pizzeria opened in New York in 1905. Some things have changed. Pizza is now embedded in much of the world's culinary fabric. Last week, our dining critic proposed that Jersey City actually has New York's best pizza. But the gluttony that pizza can inspire is enduring. Each one will make 4 portions, the Times wrote in 1944. Although many people can do away with a whole pie single-handed. Your morning briefing is published weekdays at 6 a.m. Eastern and updated all morning. Browse through past briefings here. If photographs appear out of order, please download the updated New York Times app from iTunes or Google Play. What would you like to see here? Contact us at briefing@nitums.com. You can sign up here to get the briefing delivered to your inbox. Check out our full range of free newsletters here.